Hello all, and welcome to my next video. This time we're going to be looking at the second half of Wave 1 for Masters of the Universe Origins. Yeah, so here we have the Evil Warriors. Before we looked at He-Man, Teela, and Man-at-Arms, our heroic warriors. Now we have our evil ones. EvilLyn, Skeletor, Beastman. So yeah, these were also in our little spare room. To be fair, we have a lot of room in our house, so we use one specific room for stuff we're going to use later or do something with later. These were in there, so you can probably tell they're a little dusty. But yeah, because they were just sitting in there for over a year at this point. Yeah, somebody after the last video went up, I got a DM quickly on Instagram. Asking me why my Walmart had so many of everybody. I don't know. I just think they probably didn't sell well here. My Walmart, 75% of the time, gets... I would say it's probably even higher than that. But it gets a lot of the exclusives it's supposed to have. It may take a little bit, but they'll get there. And which is great. I can get a lot of the stuff I want. Now, for the longest time, they did not have everybody in the wave for about a month. That first month these all came out, the only ones that were ever at my Walmart were He-Man and Skeletor. I left He-Man out. I put the other ones up, but I left He-Man out, so when we open Skeletor, we can do the sword. Anyway, He-Man and Skeletor were the only ones. And then about a month later, I found Teela, Man-at-Arms, and then Beastman. And then it took me a couple of weeks because, for whatever reason, there was never an EvilLyn on the pegs. Just for whatever reason, she was the hardest one to find. And eventually, I went back one day, and they had a whole display for all of them. I picked up an EvilLyn, called it good. But yeah, it was crazy. They just... like I said in that last video, even now, like if I went to Walmart today, there's, at least 3 or 4 of each character still there. It's pretty wild. They just did not sell here. Marvel Legends sells well here. WWE figures sell well here. I don't really know a lot about Transformers, so I can't tell you. Every time I go, I see the same ones, so I'm guessing those aren't selling here. Let me think here. Somebody asked me about Power Rangers. There's a crap ton of them here, too. They don't really seem to sell. But WWE, Marvel Legends, and the G.I. Joes sell very quickly here. Star Wars Black Series is hit and miss. It just depends. I've seen peg warmers all over the place, like the Hoth, Luke, and Han. There's bunches of them at my Walmart right now. But I can't find Thrawn from that set anywhere. I did find a Thrawn at one point, and I bought it, but I haven't seen another one since. But yeah, that's my Walmart. But yeah, my Walmart had a bunch of these. They still do. And then it was after, I think like a couple days later when I went back to Walmart, I got Battle Cat and Sky Sled. My Walmart still has a lot of I keep getting them mixed up. My Walmart still has a lot of Battle Cat. There's like at least 5 or 6 of them there. And no Sky Sleds. I only ever found the one I got. So I guess that sold out. I guess that's the one thing that really did sell, was the Sky Sled. For whatever reason. Unless it's just like there wasn't that many per case anyways. So yeah. That's kind of how this distribution happened. And like I said in the last video, I have not seen any other wave other than Wave 1 at my Walmart. I never saw Wave 2, 3, nothing. I've had to get those off of Big Bad Toy Store for the most part. But yeah, we're just going to hop right into this and kind of go. We'll start with EvilLyn this time. We'll save Skeletor for last, obviously. I love Skeletor. I think he's like the best of the cartoon villains. I really do. Same comic book as the ones that came with the heroes. I thought maybe the villains would get something different. Guess not. I am keeping all of them, just in case. Yeah. They just had another EvilLyn come out with like a different color scheme. I don't know what that one's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be more like the cartoon instead of like the yellow? I'm not sure. But it came in the last wave with, I think like Faker and Fisto are in that wave. But I have them. We'll get to those at some point. Let's see here. There's her staff. There's her. Those little stringies off. Yeah, man, here we go. Tila stood pretty well until she got kind of weighted down by her shield and staff. Hopefully EvilLyn stays. Okay, cool. Let's see if I can get this out. Apologies, I'm trying to get her staff out here. This is not really wanting to cooperate. The packaging it came in. There we go. Alright. That was like packed tight in there, man. Alright. So, there we go. She's got the blue on blue. It's kind of like a light blue on a like darker kind of almost purplish blue. It's not quite a navy or anything. She's got the yellow skin, kind of looking like a Simpsons character here. And then maybe this one. There we go. And her staff. I'm interested. Do they? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so the female characters have all the interchangeability too. Makes sense. I saw one guy, because, you know, WWE's making all these. Or making like crossover figures like this. I bought those for some friends. I don't have any of them. But one guy like that I know that I sold a set of those to, he's been mixing like all of them. Like he's got He-Man mixed with like a Randy Savage one he got. All kinds of crazy stuff. So we have EvilLyn. Move on to Beastman, who, from what I've read, because I've read a little bit of like He-Man comic book stuff, he's like really cool in the comics, and in the show he is like the bumbling idiot. Like see, like on the back here, he looks crazy. Yeah, so awesome. Savage Henchman. Same book. Get all the little stretchy plastic off of them. Okay, I don't want to like tear that or anything, so. Okay, so there's one of his little like armor pieces. Trying to like push it out here. It's like opening. Oh, there we go. Cool. That's all of it. there's his other armor piece, and then he has like basically a whip is what it is. So yeah, cool. I am noticing something a little weird. I don't know if he's supposed to look like that. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I was gonna say, like right here in the middle, the paint app on mine is like a little uneven on the blue part, but it is what it is. Still not bad. All right, Beastman. Again, this comes off. Just pop that off. He again, fascinating. He has like the same mid piece as He-Man, but his leg. I think, yeah, his legs and his feet are different, and he's got different arms. This hand is a little like he's got one finger curled in. No, my He-Man's just got some little quality control, or Beastman, I apologize, has a little bit of quality control issues. Hey, there we go. And he's got his whip. Oh, whip fell out. Cool. And then just slap the armor pieces on his arms, and you're good to go. He's a very bright orange. It looks great. He's even got, if you can tell, like hair sculpting. Even on his body, I don't know if you can tell, like underneath there's hair sculpting. Like underneath the armor piece. It's pretty good. It's down here, like on his legs too. So that's really cool. I like it. Like I said, minor paint issues here, but not a big deal. So cool. Beastman. All right. Last piece for wave 1. Well, not last piece. We still have Battle Cat and the Sky Sled, but out of the like regular single figures, Skeletor. Yeah. So, like I said, I think Skeletor is like the best of the 80s cartoon villains. I think he's better than Cobra Commander. It's the voice, man. It's that nasally voice. Alright, cool. Same comic, as you can see. There's also a deluxe Skeletor. I have that as well, with the battle armor and a couple different head sculpts, I think. And then there's also the what is it? The Faces of Evil, or the Rise of Evil Target 2-pack. Comes with a couple different head sculpts as well. Forgot one. Okay, there we go. Just a classic kind of looking Skeletor. He's got the armor, comes off. He's got his little loincloth, also comes off. Same like mid-piece as He-Man. It's just colored all black. Arms are a little bit different. He's got kind of little spike things going on here. And of course he's got different boots. I was looking at the Super 7 like retro figures, and I noticed they were much more in line with like the cartoon, whereas these I think are more in line with like the original series line, except for like the He-Man with hair, with the Dutch boy hair. So yeah. All right. Let's get his weapons out. There's the other half of the sword. We'll take a look at that in a minute. And then we have his staff. Staff is kind of tight in there. Okay. So we got the staff with like the demon goat head thing on it. Looks awesome. Just a plain purple. And like I said, we got the other half of the sword. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to see if they actually go together properly. I've heard some people having issues with these. I've also heard Super 7 kind of mess this up on some of theirs. I mean, yeah, looks good. There is, because they're a little bent, there's a little opening on the end here. You could probably like super glue that and it would work. Granted, if you want to keep it as one, I'm not saying super glue it and leave it that way. But if you have multiple of these and you want one separate and whole, you could do that. Yeah, so because they're bent, it does have that little opening up here. But I mean, they do go together. Comes right apart. So there we go. There's your power sword / sword of power, whatever it's called. Pardon me. I don't know the exact name. So yeah, there is our Skeletor. Like I said, he's my favorite villain out of all those old 80s shows and stuff. Whoa, his sword came out. Or staff came out. Cool. There is our Skeletor. And like I said, we also got our Beastman. And we got our EvilLyn. Is she gonna have trouble standing? Nope, I think we're good. Okay, and there's our evil warriors. We did the heroic ones. These are the evil ones. And that's all of Wave 1. It was 6 figures. So far, as far as just single figures, every wave after this has been 4. Technically it's 6, because He-Man and Skeletor have been re-released in every wave, which is a method that they did in the 80s as well. Because they were the most popular characters, the main good guy and the main bad guy, so they released them every wave. They're doing that now as well. So technically, I guess every wave has 6, but it's the same He-Man and the same Skeletor every wave. So you're getting 4 new ones every wave. Like, for example, nope. There's the same He-Man, same Skeletor. This is Wave 2, but your new ones are Many-Faces, Orko, Trapjaw, and Scareglow. So a lot of people would say just those 4 are like Wave 2, and these ones are just re-releases. And like on websites, I've seen where they're not even listed in the wave. It's just these 4, which makes sense. But yeah, we'll get to those another time. But yeah, Skeletor, Beastman. EvilLyn is having a bit of a time standing. But yeah, there we go. Our 3 evil warriors in Wave 1. I think the overall wave is really good. It makes sense. You have essentially the 3 main heroes and the 3 main villains. Yeah. Makes sense. You would release them all in the first wave. So that's it for this. Still not sure if we'll keep going with Wave 1 or go ahead and move on to something else. And what I mean by Wave 1 is Battle Cat and the Sky Sled. So we might do those next. But yeah, that is it for the villains, and I will catch you guys in the next video.